Hi, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson. We have Carlos back here with us today, and he comes in for periodic adjustments so that he can keep his spine lined up. He has a grade 1 spondylolisthesis down at L5, which is where the vertebra is fractured off and slips forward. And this spinal decompression, the ring dinger, is really the thing that's helped him the most out of all the chiropractic care you've ever had, right?
Yes, indeed.
All right. So anyway, this is for some of you slow pokes who don't get all the what the popping is and the cracking noises. I'm going to explain all that to you today. So let's take a look in the mirror here, Carlos, and flex your head forward and backwards for me. And neutral. Yep. Now see, his head's a little bit forward and to the right, but not bad. He's really a lot better than he used to be. Pelvis is a little bit to the right of center, but that's also not too bad. So is his thoracic spine. Now he's a side sleeper. I can tell because he's rotated to the right more. This shoulder's behind this one, and his hand's behind that one, and the pelvis is back on this side. Okay, so let's come over here and fit you on the spinal decompression. Now a lot of you ask, what's the cracking? What's the noise? That is a nitrous gas bubble that explodes inside of the synovial joint, which is all the joints, 24 freely movable vertebrae of the spine. Slide down a little bit more. A little bit more, Carlos. There you go. And you see I'm getting him in here real tight.
Oh, dog.
Yep. It's our weight reduction program too.
Need it.
But this way, when you get in there tight like this, I get a really good fulcrum, steady hold on the pelvis, which holds this down, and that way I get full spinal decompression from his occiput all the way down to his sacrum, his pelvis. Now, getting back to the popping noise, that's synovial fluid that builds up over a period of time. It's like me popping my finger, which is not bad for you if you do it like this. But you hear the little cracks? That's just the nitrous gas that explodes in the joint space from a buildup of the there we go. Do you feel that all the way down?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I'm not saying that for you all's benefit. I ask that to the patient to make sure I got all the way through their spine. Everybody's making fun of you. I felt that all the way down. We read y'all's comments because they come to my email. There we go. Good. And we're going to do a couple more videos here on this channel, but then we're now in the process of changing our YouTube channel. We'll give you a direct link on that when we do that. Okay, Carlos, let's come over here and you tell me. Give these crack addicts some more to listen to. We're getting some member Ring Dinger International t-shirts, custom artwork done right now. There we go. And we're going to be copywriting all of our videos and trademarking our names and everything to protect us from scammers and cheaters like REC Studios, Platinum TV, Illuminata Media, Upender Sign. I want to make sure and name those guys out because they're the crooks of the internet. And the weird thing about all that is that Google and YouTube didn't do a thing to help me protect my own creations. Because we create these on the fly. We don't rehearse any of these. There we go. Boy, that's a good one. Yep. Okay, just keep breathing. There we go. Carlos is a tough cookie. He makes me work for him. And sometimes, you know, the vertebra will move and you don't hear the popping noises as well. Like when I do the drop pieces, I'm moving the joints because they have an accelerated shear force. Like that's his left SI joint. This is his right SI joint. And the sacrum or middle triangular shaped bone here, straight superior to inferior, away from L5. This also helps his spondylolisthesis. So we're going to also this posterior cervical adjustment. P to A on the cervical spine vertebrae. They slide into place and it helps restore the normal cervical lordotic curve. Okay, Carlos, you're going to get your favorite today, the turbinator.
Turbinator.
Work now, manual therapy. And that's what this is doing, myofascial relief. That's a white knuckle job on your legs, isn't it, Carlos? That's what you asked for me.
No, it was extraordinary.
Now that, by the way, for all you slow pokes who haven't heard me the first 50 times, that is a Black & Decker jigsaw that I had converted into a deep myofascial release instrument. So if somebody says, well, what, is that a Black & Decker saw? Again, slide down this way a little bit. And I'm just having fun with you now. I'm not making fun of you. Maybe I am a little bit. Okay, slide down this way a little bit now, Carlos. A little bit more.
I don't think that last one worked.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to get it right now. Look. Yep, slide down a little bit more. Put your arms out to the sides. I'm going to get his shoulders now. And his clavicle where it attaches to the sternum. In his costosternal vertebrae, or joints, I mean, not vertebrae, but joints. This will help square off the shoulders. Okay, just relax your hands on your tummy. And then I get down here and relax this. There we go, better. Pull on his leg, which gives me a decompression from the lower end. His knee joint, his hip joint, his low back. This helps a lot of people with knee problems. Let's face towards Joseph over here. Now somebody asked me to come back this way a little bit more. On our new channel, do a video of an elbow adjustment. Well, I'm going to do one here in just a second. That's his right shoulder. That's the glenohumeral joint. His left shoulder, glenohumeral joint. Now the elbow is made up of the radius, the ulna, and the humerus. This big bone that sticks out back here is called the olecranon process right here. So relax your elbow. There we go. So I rotate the radius and ulna, and then I do the same thing as I do on all adjustments. Finger that bothers you? Mm-hmm. Okay, let this one go. There it is. Perfect. Good. Which is a high velocity, low amplitude thrust, which moves the joint through its fullest range of motion, and that's really what creates the pop or the nitrous gas pop that you hear, the popping noise. So let's stand up here in front of the mirror. And again, for all you slow pokes, this is a Atlas specific adjusting instrument. I'm going to adjust his Atlas on the x-axis, which sends messages into his cerebellum. The cerebellum controls balance, posture, coordination, and all kinesthetic movement throughout the body. So I'm going to put him in a mirror image of his current biomechanical configuration, and then I'm going to adjust his Atlas with this, sending a bombardment of proprioceptive neurological information into his cerebellum, controlling his posture and balance and coordination. Let's flex you forward and backwards. Make sure you don't fall down going and leaving here. Okay, now let's pull these shoulders way up and back. I'll have that head all the way back here like this. Yep. Shift your pelvis just a little left now. Okay, now see, I've got him in a mirror image. I'm adjusting his Atlas on the x-axis. There. Okay, now relax. And try that same thing again. This should feel smoother this time, Carlos. Could you tell?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
now see how his posture's right down the middle right now. His head's up and back. His ears over his shoulders. His shoulders are squared off. He's got equal spacing from side to side from his pelvis to his hands. And he's looking better than normal, huh?
Looking a lot better. Feel
better, yeah.
Feel great.
Good. So, you've been a patient of mine for several years now.
Yes.
And you've been to a lot of other chiropractors too, right?
I have.
What's the difference between what we do here and what other chiropractors do?
Oh Lord, there's no way to describe the adjustments that he does are phenomenal. He knows your biomechanics and knows exactly how to adjust you, as to where other chiropractors, they just put you on your side and push down on you. They don't understand biomechanics and how your body needs to be adjusted so it can be aligned properly. So it's just night and day. I mean, this is fantastic. You have to
experience.
You have to experience. This is something that is like once in a lifetime. You have to try to come in here and experience this. This is wonderful.
Well, thank you for that, and it's a pleasure. And that's what does make us different, is the style of adjustments that I do is built upon my education at Palmer College of Chiropractic, 35 years of postgraduate education in biomechanics and biophysics and neurophysiology and neuropathophysiology, and also developing in that time frame my own techniques on top of all that stuff that I've learned to come up with this very unique combination of adjustments that we do here. And I'm sure Carlos can tell you, as every patient can tell you, that even though the adjustments look the same on the videos, they're different every time, aren't they?
They're different every time.
I mean, I'm putting different pressures on, I'm hitting them harder or hitting them a little less, and I'm moving them through a different joint range of motion. Sometimes the muscles and ligaments are tighter than others, so you have to adjust for that. So this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, and this is Carlos coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. We'll see you next time.